Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. I am your host, UnrealEntGaming, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. For many of you, school has already started. For many college students, for many high school students, junior high school students, I wish all of you the best of luck during your semesters and your school seasons. It's definitely going to be very rough because, I mean, whoever said school was easy. So make sure you're on the right track and make sure you're doing the right thing. And I hope all of you enjoy your school year. I mean, summer is still around here and there, but it is dying out. A lot of you guys know this. The temperature is starting to go down, little by little here and there. So, you know what that means. The fall season is among us. For many of you out there who are living in countries that never can experience the fall, you are lucky because here in New York, it can get brutally cold during the winter. But with all else being said, you have the next-gen systems coming out. GTA 5 is literally about a week and a half away. I am so excited about that. Also, the biggest downside to everything is the fact that SOPA is back. For many of you who don't know what SOPA or PIPA is, those were the acts that was actually reinstated by the government that allows government to control the internet. That bill is now resurrected, and we as people must find a way to shut it back down. And the only way I can think of by doing that is by petitioning. So ladies and gentlemen, if you hear about this bill, it's called the SOPA bill. I really don't know what it's called now. They might change the name or whatever, but you might want to look into it. They're trying to bring it back and they're trying to reinstate it, so I hope that doesn't happen. But nevertheless, everybody, let's begin with our first question. We have many questions to answer today with our first question, which is from 3Man Broadcast. Here we go. Dear UnrealEntGaming, hello, Brandon. How are you bastard? Question 1. Did you watch the VMA award shows? If so, what did you think about Miley Cyrus's trying to twerk? Oh, my God. Miley Cyrus trying to twerk. Question 2. How do you feel now that you have a huge fan base such as subscribers? Question 3. What do you think about Obama's comment back to China about us putting our nose in other countries' business? You spelled business wrong, by the way. Brandon, go to college, damn it. P.S. Keep up the great work and all your success, man. You may not realize it, but you have inspired me to become as successful as you have. Really? Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that is like the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Brandon. Jesus Christ. because normally you're always like, mind off my dick. But thank you, Brandon. I really do appreciate that. To answer your first question, Miley Cyrus, did you see her ass? She looks like she has a Hank Hill ass from fucking the King of the Hill. Like she has the body of like Homer Simpson. Like it's just terrible. I did see parts of the VMAs here and there. As you know, I was in Boston. I was with Jason and whatnot, so I didn't really get to catch a lot of it, but I did catch Miley Cyrus twerking. I don't know what happened to that girl, man. You guys remember back in the day when Miley Cyrus was actually like a cute girl? Now she's like just morbidly ugly. I wouldn't even get with her even if I was drunk, high, on drugs, desperate and like a virgin. I would not even attempt to get with Miley Cyrus because, number one, what's with the whole sticking her tongue out her face business? You know what I mean? It's like everything she does. It's like she shakes her fucking pancake ass and then she sticks her tongue out. Like, what's wrong with you, girl? Either she's tried drugs or she got the D. Either or, she's just changed for the worse. To answer your second question, how do I feel now that I have a huge fan base? I'm still the same. Just because I have a whole bunch of people who like my stuff and follow me doesn't make me any more, ignorant or arrogant than I was before, actually, if anything, that just inspires me to do more because that right there gives me a reason to actually go ahead and make more stuff because if a lot of people are interested in hearing what I have to say or what I have to do, then that just motivates me to keep on going. And I've played with hundreds of subscribers. You know that because you've played with me. I've played with hundreds of subscribers. I played with everybody that I can possibly think of right now, and you guys were there with me, you, AJ, and Dave, and everybody. So you guys know firsthand that I've played with fucking hundreds of subscribers, and it really means a lot that people actually want to play with me and just hear what I have to say and just get my opinion on things, as well as me. I want to hear what some people have to say and whatnot. So that's just that. How do I feel about it? I'm very thankful and I feel blessed about it because If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be doing this, honestly. I mean, I would just be, doing the ordinary. But for that, I have to thank every single freaking person that is subscribed to me and that is following me and that's watching this right now, because without you guys, I really don't know I don't know what I do or what I be right now, honestly. I mean, you guys have motivated me more than you think. To answer your last question, Obama's comment. All right, Obama is an idiot, and anybody who supports Obama is an idiot, and this is why I say why you're an idiot, because Obama has no factual evidence going into Syria. Obama is saying, absurd comments like, oh yeah, al-Assad is using chemical weapons on his people, and he wants to use chemical weapons on all the other countries. Okay, so where's your fucking proof, you idiot? Oh my God. All right, I can compare what's going on now to the Cuban Missile Crisis, because when the Cuban Missile Crisis happened, at least we had evidence to say, yo, look, the Cubans are fucking making missiles, and it's bad, all right? We need to go in there, and we need to put a halt to it, you know what I mean? Like in today's age, Obama has no fucking evidence going into Syria. Why are we going into Syria? Somebody please explain to me right now, what is the sole purpose of the United States waging war on Syria? What is the sole purpose? It is not for, the sake of freedom and democracy. It is the sake of an agenda. They want to fucking commit mass genocide. Obama is resorting to becoming another Bush. This is absurd. I for one, am embarrassed to be a part of something like this, because I live in this country along with millions of people, right? I'm a normal person. I live my life, on a daily basis, just like everybody else. I live my life normally, just like somebody would in China, just like somebody would in Russia, just like somebody would in the United Kingdom, in Australia, South America, Spain, Africa. I live my life normally, right? So for these big power-hungry dictator, socialist, whatever you want to call them, for them to try to call the shots and say, yeah, we're going to do it and we're going to go to war. No, motherfucker, no. I don't want to be a part of this war. I don't want to be a part of all this, because it's just going to lead us down a path of destruction. China even said it best. China said, listen, if you guys don't stay out of our, their business, we're going to step in there. And I don't think we want war with China. And why am I saying we right now? They don't want war with China. When I mean they, I mean Obama and all of them. They don't want to wage war with China. You guys don't want to do that because it's going to create a mass, extinction of people. Like, you guys have no idea what you're playing with. When you play with fire, you're going to get burned. So my thoughts on Obama's comment, it's just, I don't know what Obama is doing, but everything he's done for the last couple of years, it wasn't for the good. Just like Bush. What the hell has Bush done? You know what I mean? I had faith in Obama when he first came in. And then after that, he went back on his word, and he started doing all the things that he promised he wasn't going to do. I mean, is that really a person that you want to, just look at as an idol or an inspiration? It's just, it's repugnant, man. And number one, we should not get involved with Syria. We should not stick our nose in anybody's business. If that's like saying if two kids fight in the street, right? Why are you gonna stick your nose in their business and fight with them? You know what I mean? That makes no sense. I mean, at this rate, if we don't fucking do something to stop everything now, oh my God, man, we're doomed. I'm telling you right now. But thank you for your question, Mr. Brandon. On to the next question, which is from it's AKCTV. Hey Alex, I'm one of your fans from the UK, and this is my first time sending you fan mail, so here are my questions. Alright, here we go. Question 1. When you enter the WWE, notice I said when. Would you play as yourself on a new WWE game and do a playthrough? That is a very interesting question. Question 2. Have you watched Dragon Ball Z Multiverse on YouTube or read the comic online? Question 3. What non-canon characters do you want in Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z? I want both Broly and Bio Broly. Question 4. How much do you hate Dragon Ball Evolution? Question 5. Have you ever played the DBZ Half-Life mod? You meant mod, not mad. It is really detailed and good. You should try it out. Alright. Question 6. Have you seen Dragon Ball Z Tap Battle? If not, it is a DBZ game on the smartphones. Question 7. What character on DBZ would make a good wrestler, not based on strength but fighting style? Question 8. What is your favorite fan-made DBZ game? Question 9. If Goten was taught by Goku, do you think he would be able to defeat Kid Trunks? Question 10, if Pan and Bala, Vegeta's daughter, were to turn Super Saiyan, would they have been as annoying as you think now? Question 11, what the heck happened to Goten and GT? Anyways, thanks for answering my question. Sorry if it was long. Hope you get into the WWE. As you can see, I am a big DBZ fan, and that is why I like your videos. P.S. Why Dragon Ball Evolution? Why? That's exactly what I said when it first came out. P.S.S.S. Screw you, Yamcha. Fuck you, Hercule Deuces. Thank you, man. To answer your first question, I really don't see why not. That'd be very cool. That'd be very interesting. I mean, I like having myself as a character on the WWE game. Like, I would shit my pants. Like, I wouldn't even know what I'd do. I would do a story mode where I take everybody on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty fun. Doing all sorts of matches that, you know, I would dream of and whatnot. So definitely I would do that. Yes, for sure. To answer your second question, I actually watched 2 or 3 of the multiverse episodes, but then like they stopped making them for some reason. But I did read the online comic, and it's actually very interesting. It's actually amazing. I do think Broly is way overpowered, because in the actual story he can actually take on Vegeta, which fucking makes no sense. But let me think here. But as a whole, like, as a whole, everything is done correctly. But Broly and Vegito, that's just too much, man. I mean, Broly actually was able to take on a Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. Do you know how crazy that seems? You know what I mean? But definitely, it's an amazing comic, and so far on YouTube, it's been an amazing episodic show until they stopped making them. But definitely something to go check out for sure. To answer your third question, non-canon characters, I would have to say all the other, movie characters like Janemba and Harugan and Broly and Cooler and, Lord Slug and Turles, and maybe add false Super Saiyan Goku. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, we never saw that, so why not add it in there, Bio Broly would be interesting. I would love to play as Bio Broly just to see how far you can get. To answer your fourth question, how much do I hate Dragon Ball Evolution? I hate Dragon Ball Evolution more than God hates the devil. That's how much I hate Dragon Ball Evolution. I cannot stand Dragon Ball Evolution. Dragon Ball Evolution is the biggest ripoff of anime history. That's all I can say. To answer your fifth question, I have never played the Half-Life DBZ mod, but I am going to see if I can try to obtain that, and I'm going to see if I can try to check it out. But, I mean, if it's as good as you say, I mean, why not, To answer your sixth question right off the bat, I don't really play smartphone games because I find them to be a little cliche and a little mediocre. So no, I have never seen Tap Battle on the smartphone. No, I mean I might check it out if it's good. If it's not good, then what's the point, To answer your seventh question, what character do I think would be good? I think Vegeta, Goku, I think all of them would be good if you think about it. Just imagine them all getting inside the ring and just battling it out. That would have been amazing, I still think, one of the matches that would highlight the entire freaking, card would be a Goku versus Vegeta match. That would be fucking amazing, because those two would actually do some freaking insane shit, you know what I mean? But definitely, I'd say all the characters, because everybody has a unique style to them. Everybody has a unique gimmick, so I do think it would work out for them. To answer your eighth question, favorite fan-made DBZ game, I would have to say ZEQ2 Lite. To answer your ninth question, if Goku did train Goten, I do believe that he would be able to defeat Kid Trunks, because Goku is the master of martial arts, so teaching his son how to fight would be fundamental toward Gohan's, strength and speed and endurance and ability. So, yes, I do believe that Goten would be able to defeat Trunks, only if Goku were to train him specifically. To answer your 10th question right off the bat, hell yeah, they both would have been annoying, because Pan's already annoying. Bala is not as annoying, but Pan as a Super Saiyan, oh my god, would she have a mouth on her. I would not be able to stand her, honestly. I would wish that she would be eaten and turned into chocolate by Majin Buu or something, you know what I mean? I could not stand that shit. And to answer your 11th question, what happened to Goten and GT, I could ask the same question, because I have freaking no earthly idea what happened to him. One minute he went from this kind, humble, shy little kid to like some teenage punk who wants to just date chicks, and oh my god, it was just awful. I'm looking at Goten like, what the hell is this? This is not Goten. Goten was not all about fucking girls and all that shit. He was all about training and whatnot, and looking up to his brother. So honestly, I have no idea what happened to Goten, but was it for the better? Absolutely not. Can they ultimately change, Gohan's persona? Goten's persona? Yeah. But remember, I mean, GT isn't canon. according to Battle of Gods. So there might be hope for Goten after all. We're just going to have to wait and see. But thank you for your question, my good sir. Moving on ahead, on to the next question, which is from IDBZ Rocks. Hey Alex, the name's John, but you can call me JJ. First off, I am a huge fan and a long time subbing. Not only are you a talented gamer and wrestling, but your commentary can make a thunderstorm turn into a sunny day. Aw, really? On to the questions. Hope I'm doing this right. All right, here we go. Question 1. What are some of your favorite Eminem songs? Question 2. What are some of your favorite Pac songs? Question 3. How would the storyline play out if during the training in the Cell Saga, Vegeta trained Gohan and Goku trained Trunks? Just a thought. Well, that would be very interesting. Question 4. Not really a question, but I think you should check this out. Might be a bit hard to understand at first, but it is an animation based off Dragon Ball Z. They are pretty fast-paced and are made in animating software called Pivot. I put a link to the one at the bottom. Dragon Ball Z Episode 1, Seeking Out for Revenge. All right, thank you, Mr. DBZ Rocks. To answer your first question, favorite Eminem songs, I would have to say some of my favorite Eminem songs are Mockingbird, When I'm Gone, Beautiful, the cipher that he just had with Joe Button, Jarrell Ortiz, and Yellow Wolf. Stan is another one of my favorites. The original 8 Mile song, Lose Yourself, is one of my favorites. Let's see. There are quite a few. I'm really trying to think about it. No Love by Eminem and Lil Wayne. That's a great song in my opinion. What else? The song with Eminem, Kanye West, Drake, and Lil Wayne, Forever. That's another one of my favorite Eminem songs. But right now, off the top of my head, I can't really say, but those would have to be my favorites, honestly. I do believe that Eminem is quite possibly, and this is just my opinion, a lot of people may disagree, I believe that Eminem is the best rapper alive, honestly. That's just my opinion. I believe that Eminem is one of the last original rappers from the 90s that's still relevant and still around. And I can't stand any of these other fucking artists, man, because they're all the same. So, to answer your second question, favorite Linkin Park songs, definitely Numb, definitely In the End, Paper Cuts, and what's the name of that one song? I can't fucking remember it. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm trying to remember. I can't think of it right now. It's just like I'm thinking of the lyrics, but I'm trying to think of the song. Fuck. But those three would have to be my favorite songs from Linkin Park. Linkin Park can actually be so inspirational and so motivational sometimes. Like, if you listen to Linkin Park while you're doing something that involves, like, a lot of physical, endurance, then definitely that would just motivate you to, like, the max, in my opinion. But those would have to be my three favorites from Linkin Park. To answer your third question, all right, honestly, if Goku trained Trunks and Vegeta trained Gohan, the outcome would be very different. I do believe that Trunks would be the one that would probably ascend past everybody else due to the fact that he's being trained by Goku. So let's say, for example, if Goku and Trunks went inside the hyperbolic time chamber and Trunks was able to go, Super Trunks mode just like he did against Cell, and train with Goku, I do believe that Goku could fix and help Trunks with his speed. Because remember, when Trunks first ascended to his super level, Cell was impressed. Cell was like, wow, you're really, really strong. Like, you're stronger than me at this point, but you're not fast enough. You're not fast enough to catch me, and, how are you going to be able to, hurt your opponent if you can't catch him? So I do believe that Goku would ultimately improve Trunks' speed, and pretty much help Trunks master his super form. So I do believe that if Goku were to train Trunks, I do believe Trunks would be the first person to ascend to a Super Saiyan 2 level, and plus Trunks takes all of his fights very seriously, so I do believe that if Trunks was in the middle of that battle, I do believe the outcome, may have been a lot different than, previously seen before with Gohan, due to the fact that Trunks doesn't really hesitate. If Trunks sees that the battle must end, that battle will end, and in my personal opinion, Vegeta training Gohan, I do believe that Vegeta would push Gohan and would allow him to become a Super Saiyan 2. But do I believe that Vegeta would ultimately push Gohan to become a Super Saiyan 2, that's a little iffy. Vegeta's a lot more ruthless than Goku, so when it comes to training, I do believe that Vegeta would beat the fucking shit out of Gohan without even thinking twice, without even hesitating. I do believe that Vegeta would beat Gohan into the ground. Do I think Gohan would turn Super Saiyan and fare up against Vegeta? Yeah, he would. But do I think Gohan would be pushed to the limit in which, you know, his father pushed him in? I highly doubt it. So I do believe that Goku's training with Trunks would benefit him more than Trunks training with Vegeta, to be honest with you. And to answer your last question, I'm definitely going to go check it out. I mean, I heard of, was it PVR, whatever you want to call it. I actually heard of that before. And if I'm not mistaken, it is the little fucking stick figure, dudes. I mean, if I'm correct. So I'm definitely going to go check that out. So thank you for the question, my friend. On to the next question, which is from Master Chief himself, Gamer Kid Pat. Hey Alex, do you remember me? If not, I am Prestige Pac-Man, but now you can call me Gamer Kid Prod. Okay, question 1. Will you be at PAX East next year? Question 2. Did you hear that we finally made jetpacks, but it's a prototype? Question 3. Will you play some of the Apocalypse DLC? Question 4. If you could add 2 DLC characters in the new game, in the new Dragon Ball Z game, who would they be? And last question, question number 5. Now add 2 super moves to the game, and what would it be called? Thank you for answering my questions. I hope they get through. P.S. Miley Cyrus, please don't twerk again. Oh my God. P.S.S. Fuck you, Paul. All right. To answer your first question, PAX East. I could have attended this year, but unfortunately I couldn't because of my job and whatnot. I wasn't able to take days off. So, you know, I did miss a lot of PAX, but you know what? Next year, if the opportunity does present itself, I will be hoping to go to PAX East because I really want to go. And if Paul wants to join me, he's, you know, more than willing to join me on that one. First of all, I have to find out where PAX East will be held next year. I don't know if it's going to be in Boston. I don't know if it's going to be in New York. I don't know where it's going to be, but hopefully I can attend. If not, you know, I you know, no big deal on that. But definitely it's something that I really want to take interest in. I actually do want to attend because I've always wanted to go to Comic-Con. I've always wanted to go to E3. Those were one of my big 2. But I also wanted to go to PAX, you know, like why not? You know what I mean? So definitely PAX East, I will try my very best to attend to. To answer your second question, I already knew about the jetpacks and I already knew about the prototypes, but to be honest with you, man, what makes you think that we just have prototypes? You know what I mean? Maybe that's what they want you to believe. Maybe they want to tell you that so you can be stuck in a naive state of mind so you can actually believe that, hey, we're in a process of developing them, but we don't really have them. I believe we already have them. I believe that we have technology that is disclosed from the public because they don't want them to know for obvious reasons. And I do believe that we have technology that'll just blow your mind. But is it really meant for the public to know? Absolutely not. How do we know that they don't already have you know, invisibility cloaks? How do we already know that they don't have jetpacks? How do we already know that they don't have, you know, all sorts of, you know, crazy technology? I mean, some technology would be beneficial for our society, but then other technology would be catastrophic, man. You know, till this very day, I'm still trying to figure out what is the freaking point of having a nuclear bomb. You know, that's something I never freaking understood. Like, why are we gonna have a nuclear weapon? That's something that baffled me. Just a nuclear bomb can destroy an entire city, an entire population. So why have one? You know what I mean? So, you know, jetpacks, they aren't that big of a deal, but do I think they have them? Yeah. Do I think they're gonna, you know, disclose the information and reveal the actual fucking jetpacks in the future? Perhaps. But as of right now, they're gonna keep telling you they have prototypes until one day they just say, you know what? Yeah, we have them. We had them for a long time. We just didn't want to tell you guys. So, to answer your third question, as you already saw, I am playing the Apocalypse DLC for Black Ops, and I hope you're enjoying it because the game is very good. It's very fun, very repetitive, but yet very engaging. So I love the Apocalypse DLC. To answer your fourth question, if I had to add 2 DLC characters in the new DBZ game, who would they be and why? I would add Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Those would actually be my characters that I would involve in the game. Because then you could do like, hey, what if Bills fought Vegeta? What if Bills fought Goku, Super Saiyan 4 levels and stuff like that? Like that's what I would do. And to answer your last question, what 2 super moves would I add in the game? I would add the Big Bang Kamehameha, and I would add Omega Shenron's, Death Ball or whatever the hell it is, that freaking negative energy karma ball. I mean, because Omega Shenron did have some cool moves, guys. You can't really lie on that. So Omega, I wish they didn't bitch him out in GT, but he's certainly a great character. So I would have to say those would be my characters, and those would be the moves that I would add. So thank you for the questions, my good brethren. Anywho, on to the next question, which is from UnrealStudioEnt Gaming. Why is everybody copying my name? I just noticed that. A lot of people are starting to steal my content and steal my videos and thumbnails. That's not good. I can get you in trouble for that. Alright, what's up, Alex? It's me, ShazFan77. But by accident, I deleted Shaz977 and I got stuck with this dumb channel. And now that I didn't make a name for it, so I just call myself Fader Master Gaming. Alright. Anyways, on to the questions. Question 1. Can Cairo be Raikon's best friend? Who the hell's Cairo? Question 2. How did you make an intro? Question 3. Which is better, GTA San Andreas or GTA Vice City? Question 4. What is your last name? Question 5. Can we be friends? Question 6. Tell me when you're doing Mind Wars 3 so I can join. Question 7. Can I join your buried Black Ops 2 zombies when I get it? Question 8. How do you make fan mail? Thanks for answering the questions. The world needs more people like you, and you always will be one of my close friends. God bless you, Alex. Thank you, man. To answer your first question, I really don't know who Cairo is, but I would have to say no. Nobody is freaking Raikon's friend. Raikon has no friends. Raikon is just insane. Raikon is supposed to be the son of Broly, except he is 100 times worse than Broly. I mean, granted, he does have sanity. He's not like his father where he was just like yelling out Kakarot all the fucking time. Raikon does have sanity. Raikon does possess an English language in his brain. He can actually speak. But when it comes to Raikon's personality, when it comes to how he is as a character, he is a cold, ruthless, just unmerciful character. Like, he would kill you just to take your shoes or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Raikon is very, very dangerous. So Raikon shouldn't have any friends because he's that freaking insane. Like, he's just a lone wolf, and that's how Raikon is, and that's how he's gonna remain. To answer your second question, an intro is really easy. All you have to do is just do some stuff in Photoshop. Also use some stuff in Sony Vegas or Windows Movie Maker, whatever you prefer. Pretty much from there, just start doing some nicks and tweaks. Incorporate the stuff you did in Photoshop within your video making, video processing, video editing program, and from there you have an intro. So it's that easy. To answer your third question, that's kind of a tricky question because both games are great. One is better than the other in terms of gameplay because it's fairly newer than the other one. So in terms of story mode, Vice City is better than San Andreas. In terms of gameplay and overall having fun, San Andreas is a lot more fun than Vice City. So in this scenario, shit, I would have to say San Andreas is better because you're able to do a lot more. The map is a whole lot bigger. You had a much bigger option to do stuff. So I would have to say San Andreas on this one. To answer your fourth question, that I cannot say. Sorry, my friend, but you can call me Gaming. That'll be my last name, Gaming. Question 5, can we be friends? Of course. I mean, what kind of a question is that? Of course we can be friends. I'm friends with everybody. Shit. To answer your sixth question, Mind Wars 3 is on hold right now until further notice. You guys will love what I'm going to do and what Paul's going to do for Mind Wars 3. So for that, I'm going to have to tell you guys to just bear with me on this and just hold on as tight as you can. Mind Wars 3 is coming, so you guys have to just wait on that one. There are so many other things that we're doing right now that we can't really get to Mind Wars at the moment, but certainly, nevertheless, you will see what we have in store for you when it drops. To answer your seventh question, if you do want to play, bear with me. I have no problem. All you have to do is just send me a message. I mean, recently, I've been playing with a couple of subscribers on the Apocalypse DLC, and some of them were good and a lot of them were bad. I mean, I remember I was playing with a couple of subs and it was their first time playing, and they would open up all the doors and whatnot, and we would get raped from all angles. It was just absolutely terrible. So if you do want to play with me, make sure you know what you're doing, and then you're in. And to answer your last question, how do I make a fan mail? It's relatively easy. All I do is just I select the questions. I mean, it's not from reading them. I just pick them out. Like as soon as I get into my inbox, I just take them and I copy them. I put them in the video editing archive, and I just freaking start uploading my my audio, and that's pretty much that. I currently right now I'm recording while I'm doing this, so I'm looking outside my window right now. It's a freaking beautiful sunny day, and I cannot wait to be outside because I have a lot of freaking errands to run and whatnot. So, but thank you for the questions, my good sir. On to the next question, which is from SPPH. Hey, UnrealEntGaming, love your fan mails. Forgot about your channel for a while with school and stuff. Been subbed since about 40,000, and I hope I can be in fan mail. Damn, you forgot about me, man. Nah, it's okay, man. Trust me, I completely understand. Now that school's started, I mean, a lot of you guys are going to be head over heels with freaking books and tests and all that shit. I mean, it's just going to be crazy. Anyways, on to the question. Question number 1. Are you going to get GTA 5, and what are your thoughts on the game? What? Is that really a question? Is that seriously a question? Dude, I've been saying that I was going to get GTA and do GTA 5 videos since, like, last year. You're really asking me this? Son of a bitch. Damn you to hell. All right, question 2. What do you think is outside of the universe, like way outside of the universe? Damn, you're just hitting me with these questions. Question 3. Do you think Akira should start up a new Dragon Ball series, and do you want him to? Do I want him to? Is that really another question you're asking me? Damn it. Question 4. What do you think life is? Question 5. What do you think of my username? And last question, do you think Vegeta should have used Final Flash more? Question 7. I lied, you bastard. If you woke up and had the power of Goku, what would you do? I'd fly around and shoot energy blasts and obviously go Super Saiyan. Hope I'm in the video, by the way. I'm from New Zealand. Bye, God bless. Thank you, man. To answer your first question, of course I'm getting Grand Theft Auto 5. Are you kidding me right now? I am going to upload more Grand Theft Auto 5 than anybody else. I'm just going to be on that game's nuts. I am a huge Grand Theft Auto fan. Ever since I was a child, I was a huge Grand Theft Auto fan. And over the years, a lot of people often bash me for it. Oh, GTA is just the same old game all the time. I mean, the same can be said about Call of Duty. The same can be said about NBA. The same can be said about Madden. The same thing can be said about so many other games. So yes, I am definitely going to get GTA 5. And what are my thoughts on the game? That game looks beautiful. Grand Theft Auto 5 just might be Game of the Year if it's able to bypass The Last of Us. The Last of Us is a fucking hardcore ass game. It's an amazing game. Will it? I mean, its only competition as of right now is going to be The Last of Us and probably BioShock. We're not talking any other games. We're not talking Battlefield or Batman just yet or any of that stuff. But GTA 5. It looks absolutely amazing. It looks absolutely beautiful. I'm waiting for it to drop on the next-gen consoles because that's what I'm really hoping for. And that's what I really hoped for when the game first was announced, that it was going to drop for the next-gen consoles. That would have been amazing. That would have given me a reason to get the next-gen consoles even more now. But GTA 5 is going to be such a beautiful game that I cannot wait for it. I'm hoping that you're going to get it too, because for anybody out there who's hearing the sound of my voice and you want to play GTA 5 with me, shit, as soon as GTA Online comes out, we're all going to get in there and we're all going to unleash chaos. That's all I'm saying right now. To answer your second question, what do I believe is outside in the universe? See, this goes back to so many things I've said before. We as people think that we know everything, right? We as people believe that, oh yeah, we're the smartest people like that exist. Oh yeah, we're the smartest species. Yeah, listen, man. People base everything that they know on theory or just, fact. It's not a fact that we're alone. We don't know that shit. So what do I believe is out there? I do believe that there is life out there. I do believe that there are planets out there that are just so massive that they make our sun look like freaking Pluto. I do believe that there are, dense stars out there. I do believe that there are, supermassive black holes that are consuming universes and possibly growing by the day or minute or hour. But definitely I do believe that there is life out there. Do I believe that there is a civilization out there? I do, because it would be very ignorant for me to just say, oh yeah, we're the only ones around. Yeah, it's just us people, nobody else. We're the only ones in the block. You know what I mean? No. Do I believe that there are species out there that are peaceful? Perhaps. Do I believe that there are species out there that are, chaotic and just bloodthirsty? Of course I do. We don't really know for sure what's out there. I do believe in God. I do believe in Jesus Christ. But I also believe that it would be very ignorant for me to say that God just made us. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a supreme being, why just make one race? Why just make one species? You know what I mean? I don't know that for sure. That's just my opinion, So I do believe that there are things out there that we don't know about yet. Is it meant for us to find out? Maybe. I mean, we'll never know for sure. But one day, hopefully, we're going to get our answers. So to answer that question, I do believe that there are things out there that just maybe, perhaps we're not meant to find out. So to answer your third question, of course, I would want a Dragon Ball series to come out with, Akira Toriyama working at post Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. Are you kidding me right now? I love Dragon Ball, man. For me, I would love to see a new series, and I would love to see a new series happen fairly soon, because I do believe that it's way overdue. I do believe that I do believe that with a new series, that would actually, bring about so many more things, so many new stuff, more characters, a lot of, new twists and turns. So I do believe that Akira Toriyama should develop a new series, and I do believe that he should just take it right after Battle of Gods and then incorporate a couple of sagas from there and whatnot, leading up to a couple of movies. Who knows, So I definitely believe and I think that Akira Toriyama should do that. If not, he is a fool and he is missing out on so much. To answer your fourth question, what do I think life is? Life is all about making it to where you are happy in life. Remember, if you have a happy life, you have a full life, in my opinion. But I also believe that every person should try in life. Because if you haven't tried in life, then you've accomplished nothing, Why just be an ordinary person when you can stand out and be yourself, be something different, represent and stand up for something that you believe in. Because if you don't stand up for something, you're going to fall for anything. And a lot of people do fall for many different things. So for me, I believe that the purpose of life is to make it to where you make, the best you could possibly make it out of, just excel in life, do things that you think are impossible, you know what I mean? Just so you can prove a point. And when you die, you can leave a legacy behind that'll live forever. That's just my personal opinion. To answer your fifth question, what do I think of your username? I really have no opinion about it, because it's just 4 letters actually. It's SQPH. I had no comment on that one. To answer your sixth question, do I think Vegeta should have used Final Flash more? Of course. When he first used it against Cell, the first thing I thought to myself was, wow, this fucking move is incredible. This guy should use this more often rather than the Big Bang. And he did use it here and there, but the Final Flash attack that he would use would not be as big as it was against Cell. So, do I think they should bring it back and incorporate it and use it to where it's actually more effective than ever before? Hell yeah. Because Vegeta is the most badass character in my opinion, so why not, And to answer your seventh question, I actually wouldn't, shoot energy blasts on Earth, to be honest. The first thing I would do is I would definitely fly around. I would definitely turn Super Saiyan. Then I would use my instant transmission, technique to go off and try to find life somewhere else. And then I would probably go on to a rogue planet and I would train. Like, I would start blasting asteroids with energy attacks. I would actually do things, out of the norm. And I would actually probably just instant transmission myself, probably to, like, hell or something, and fight off all the demons and shit and, like, start blasting them and whatnot. And if shit gets critical, I'll just, instant transmission my way back up. But, like, so many things that I would do if I found that I have his powers, I would definitely try to go Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. I would definitely fly around the world. I would definitely do so many great things. Like, number one, I would help a lot of people out. I would actually do the right thing and just, benefit humanity rather than destroy it. So, those are just my opinions on what I would do. But thanks for the questions, man. On to the next question, which is from, holy shit, my God. What is this, an essay? Saiyan Gamer from Earth. Alex, please freaking answer the questions. I've sent them before, but you never got around to them. I made a video. I sent them multiple times. Do it, I beg of you, my mortal soul sorrows. You know what? I'm not even going to do that. On to the next question, which is from Saiyan Gamer from Earth. All right, okay, I forgot that, and I answered the questions. All right, here we go. Question 1. What giant character do you want to see in DBZ Battle of Z? Question 2. I took some of your advice from my Super Saiyan Infinity form. The eye color was changed to light blue, and I kept the hair color the same because it not only called Super Saiyan Infinity for its ability and all. So you're saying that your Super Saiyan Infinity level is beyond all Super Saiyan levels. Okay. Question 3. How strong would Super Boo be if he absorbed Bills and Whis? Damn. Question 4. If you had any character in DBZ and have their abilities unlocked by the Elder Kai, who would it be? Okay. Question 5. Since the Saiyan hair doesn't grow past the point of from when they are born, what about King Vegeta's goatee? Question 6. Do you think Tarble should have gone Super Saiyan? Question 7. Have you seen the second episode of Dragon Ball Epsilon? Question 8. Do you think the how do you think the possible new DBZ series should end? Question 9. Will you play through the Telltale game series The Walking Dead? Question 10. Have you read the manga Dragon Ball Multiverse? If you haven't, it's pretty epic. You should look at I already answered this question, damn it. Question 11. Is it true that the longer Broly lives, the stronger he becomes? Question 12. How could DBZ characters be put into one if those new Snickers commercial? What? Snickers commercial? What are you talking about? There are Dragon Ball Z guys in fucking Snickers commercials? Really? Question 13. In, what is that? SSB4, should there be a character customization? If so, how would it be executed? Question 14. What is the most paranormal moment you have ever had in your life? Not in a movie, video game, or anything like that, just reality. Question 15. How do you animate your intro? I just literally answered that in this question. Question 16. I now think, by the way, you just wrote that twice. By the way, it's not a typo, that you are the best YouTuber, and here's why. Number 1, you have a magnificent voice. Oh, really? Damn, really? So I don't get annoyed by watching them. Question 2, you bring news from almost everything related to your segments. Question 3, you are also intelligent. Question 4, why am I saying questions? Number 4, you create tons of video per week. That takes a toll on me, actually, but still. Question 5, why am I saying questions? Number 5, you answer all of our questions. Number 6, you have events for your fans to hang out and play with you. Number 7, that's all. I hope this encourages you to do your best and lets you know how much better you are than Paul. Ooh, damn. Paul, if you're watching this, it's time to unleash the nukes. Question 17, please play Origins with me in Black Ops 2 and answer the questions even though it's long. I wasn't kidding about the Soul Sorrow. I might spam a little bit, but sorry. PS, Special Beam Cannon, PSS, whatever Bills used to try to blow up the planet in DBZ Bog. PSSS, screw the Battle of Z for not having a created character. PSSSSS, are you getting aggravated? I'm dragging this out. Yes, I am. To answer your first question, what giant character would I like to see? I would love to see Grade 8 Baby. I mean, I love Grade 8 Baby so much because he actually wasn't just a mindless buffoon who, you know, walked around and just blew shit up. He was actually pretty smart about it, you know. Part of him wanted to do it for the thrill, to see how it felt like to be a Saiyan, you know, like murdering all these people and whatnot. So I would have to say Baby, but since they're not adding GT characters, I would just have to say probably Janemba. Come on, I mean, why not? Come on, just throw in Janemba in there or Harudagon. If they're not going to throw those two characters in there, then fuck it, might as well just add the regular Great Apes. But those are always fun to a certain extent. I mean, not unless you're fighting like a really special character like Harudagon, Janemba, or Baby. So, to answer your second question to a certain extent, I do believe that there shouldn't be anything called Super Saiyan Infinity because that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Remember, even after GT, it was said that there are no limits, you know what I mean? So you can keep going and going and going. Now, I understand that infinity means forever, but, you know, why not make it to where it's like Super Saiyan 5, Super Saiyan 6, Super Saiyan 7, Super Saiyan 8, and so on and so forth. You know, like, to me, I would have it to where if there was something beyond a Super Saiyan 5, which I think there shouldn't be anything past the Super Saiyan 5, but moving on. I believe that if there was a form beyond Super Saiyan 5, I do believe that it should be something that nobody has ever seen before. Like maybe, for example, like an extra, tail grows out, or just something like that. Like, something unique, something different, you know what I mean? But I think Super Saiyan 5 should be the final level, white hair, big jacked up muscles, all sorts of like otherworldly abilities. So I think Super Saiyan 5 should be the be all end all. But for you having Super Saiyan Infinity, why not? To answer your third question, I don't think Super Buu would have the privilege of even trying to absorb them. I believe Bills and Whis would murder Super Buu before he even had a chance to absorb them. Even if Super Buu was able to like, manifest, parts of his body to try to, absorb Bills and Whis, I highly doubt Bills and Whis would, just fall victim to it. I do believe Bills and Whis would sense, that Buu is trying to absorb them, and I'm pretty sure they would stop him. And even if they were to get absorbed, I'm pretty sure Bills and Whis can actually get out of his absorption technique easily, you know what I mean? Like, they're gods, for crying out loud. To answer your fourth question, if I had any character in DBZ had their powers unlocked by the Elder Kai, who would it be? I would have to say Vegeta, because Vegeta does deserve to have his powers unlocked. I mean, the guy trains his ass off, you know what I mean? Like, the guy is just insanely powerful. He's very, very smart, and he's very, very aggressive on the battlefield. So imagine having Vegeta's powers unlocked. Imagine having an ultimate Vegeta. That would be so crazy, And then you could see Ultimate Vegeta versus Ultimate Goku. That would be like the pinnacle of Dragon Ball Z. I mean, having both of these characters, hit the pinnacle of their powers and fighting each other to see which one's stronger. That's like the be all end all right there, to be honest. To answer your fifth question, I'm not too sure about facial hair. I'm pretty sure facial hair can grow anytime they desire. But as for like actual head hair, I do believe that once they're born with it, they're done. It can't grow anymore. But as for facial hair, I do believe that facial hair can grow and you can cut it during any time period. Because, I mean, look at Paragus. Before he was blasted by Vegeta, he had no facial hair. And then, years later, he had facial hair. So I do believe facial hair can grow, throughout any time period of Dragon Ball without there having to be a restriction for it. To answer your sixth question, do I think Tarble should have went Super Saiyan? Absolutely not. The dude was freaking weak as hell. Even Vegeta admitted that. I mean, he was just a useless character, to be honest with y'all. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Tarble, and I'm still not. I mean, I find him quite ironically annoying. So, I mean, that's just my opinion on it. To answer your seventh question, I have seen Absalon. Of course I have. I'm still waiting for more. I mean, they're taking a little forever, but I've watched Absalon, and until this day, I still think it's great. I just think they need to utilize it just a little more, and that's pretty much it. To answer your eighth question, how do I think the new series should end? Well, first of all, we haven't even gotten a glimpse of if there's going to be a new series for me to even state anything. But for me, I would have to say, if they were to end the new series, I would have to say allow them all to fight the final god. Everybody. Bills and Whis teams up with the Z Fighters and whatnot, and, you have Super Saiyan freaking God Gogeta, Super Saiyan God Gogito, whatever, Vegito. Everybody's trying to fight him, and they keep losing, and, in the very end, they unlock, like, the ultimate power or something like that. Like, it has to be the most epic battle in all of anime history. Like, this involves universes blowing up and galaxies being destroyed, so I think the Z Fighters should fight the final god, like the be-all, end-all. To answer your ninth question, I was planning on redoing The Walking Dead, picking it up from season 3, I believe. No, episode 3, sorry, because I've done episode 1 and 2 a very long time ago, like a couple of months ago, like I think 7 or 8 months ago I have, but I'm planning on doing the new season 2, I think 300 days or something like that, 400 days. So I'm planning on doing that very soon, so just expect that. To answer your 10th question, as I already answered before, I did read and look into the multiverse, and as I said before, it is epic. To answer your 11th question, I think the longer Broly fights, the stronger he becomes, not the longer he lives, the stronger he becomes. Broly can actually control his power. He just can't control it when he's around Goku, to be honest. That's just the cold, hard truth. I mean, when was the last time you ever saw Broly control his power around Goku? Like, never, you know what I mean? To answer your 12th question, I mean, how could DBZ characters be put into one of those new Snicker commercials? I mean, I don't know. Maybe you could have Goku and Vegeta fight over a Snickers bar, and then ultimately, like, one of the little kids grabs it, like Goten or Trunks or somebody, and they go, yeah, Snickers, like, snap into a fucking Slim Jim. I have no idea. It's just, you know, like have Goku and Vegeta fight for the Snickers bar, and then ultimately have somebody else, like, take it, like Hercule or something like that. Like, yeah, Snickers or something like that. You know what I mean? To answer your 13th question, as for character customization should always be integrated for where the player actually gets to create their character fully. Like everything, like their race, their aura, their hair color, their eye color, their skin, their clothing, everything, you know what I mean? Not just, you know, specific things, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if we were to get an option, or if we were to get the right to have a character customization mode, I think they should go all out and just give us everything rather than just hold back, you know? To answer your 14th question, most paranormal moment that happened to me, I would have to say, like, having that eerie feeling that you're being watched, or the one time where I was at my friend's house and the freaking pantry door kept opening and closing by itself when there was no breeze, when there was no window open, when there was no nothing. That shit scared the piss out of me. It was back in like 2008, I believe, 2009. It was over my friend Brandon's house, and that was just, whew, I will never forget that. I mean, and then the lights just suddenly going off in this fucking house, man, that was just, I'll never forget that. Brandon, if you ever watch this, let's just say that thank God you moved, otherwise I think you would have been dead by now. To answer your 15th question, like I already answered before, you animate an intro through Photoshop and Sony Vegas. To answer your 16th question, well, not really question, but statement, thank you so much for, like, just actually believing in me, because, you know, for you to say those things, I mean, it just really means a lot to me, because I put a lot of work into this, you know, and, you know, Paul does as well. Paul is just as hardworking as I am, you know. Me and him and maybe a few other YouTubers are one of the few people that put a lot of work into our stuff. I mean, Paul's the man. I mean, you guys got to go check him out, the Cog Brothers Gaming. This dude, like, he does a lot of great games as well. You know, we both have diverse channels. You know, I've seen many YouTubers that just stick with one game, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was gonna do that as well. I was gonna do that a long time ago. I was gonna say, you know what, let me just stick with one game, you know. But I love all sorts of games, so I'm a very diverse person, and for you to say that, for you to feel that way about me and giving your reasons on why you think I'm the best, that really means a lot to me, and that really actually makes me feel good, so thank you for that. And to answer your 17th question, I mean, I'm willing to play Origins whenever you want, man. I mean, trust me, I'm always playing it, and it's fucking hard, so if you want to play with me, be my guest, just send me a message saying, you know, I want to play, or can I play, or just send me, you know, something that just catches my eye, because I'm always on busy. So when I'm always on busy mode, I don't really get messages, or I don't see who signs in and out of Xbox, so I don't really know what's going on. So be sure when you see me or something like that, just send me the message, and I'll be sure to play with you, man. But thank you for the incredibly long question, my good sir. Thank you very much. Anywho, on to the next question, which is from Notorious Blaze. Hey, bro, I just have simply one question for you. Question 1. What do you think will be the first thing to happen in GTA 5 multiplayer with the gang or clan? Oh my god. Question 2. When will you be doing a setup video? I am really wondering what is your setup looks like. Damn you, Dave. Questions 3. Why when we play zombies do you always scream, Oklahoma? Fuck you. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy answering one question. P.S. It was 3 questions. No shit. You trying to confuse me? My god. Anyways, guys, I hope you all check out Notorious Blaze. He's one of the few people that I play with on zombies. And he can be a hot mess sometimes, but damn. Alright, to answer your first question, what do I think is the first thing that will happen in GTA 5? Well, you know, this goes back to our clan roots. Since I am the clan leader, everybody is going to get initiated. We haven't done this in Saints Row 1, Saints Row 2 days, or GTA 4 days for that matter. That means, if you are part of the clan, you got to get initiated in GTA 5. If, for those of you out there who are not a part of my clan, you will have to get initiated even further. I mean, my guys will have to get initiated just to see if they can hold their own. But for those of you out there who aren't in my clan, you guys are going to have to prove to us why you want to roll with our gang. Now, see, this is what's going to happen, and I'm just going to put this out there. When we start playing GTA 5 and we assemble our clan and our gang, we're going to go around as a group, and we're gonna beat the living shit out of any gang, out of any clan within that server, within that freaking vicinity. We are gonna go around and we're gonna proclaim ourselves what we truly are, is Team Genocidal Assassins, and we're gonna fucking commit genocide in that game and assassinate anybody who goes against us. Now the thing about it is, in GTA 5, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a lot of missions like rob banks and like, you know, just all out team deathmatch warfare and all that kind of stuff. But in order for you to get, well, in order for some people to get initiated, number one, you're gonna have to fight all of us hand to hand, you know, and get jumped. That's how we actually initiated people in GTA 4, and that's how we're gonna initiate people in GTA 5. There's another initiation process that I'm not gonna say right now, but I'm gonna wait until the game drops. But for those of you out there who want to be a part of it, let's just say put your dukes up. To answer your second question, when will I be doing a setup video? Now that I think about it, I may do one this month so I can show everybody what the hell's going on. But other than that, I mean, either this month or next month for sure, because, I mean, my setup is really simple. It's like the most simplest like thing possible in the world. I mean, the only thing I regret is my chair, so. And the third question, let's see, why do I yell Oklahoma? Well, gee, Dave, I don't know. You tell me. Maybe it's the fact that I like the state of Oklahoma. You know, like Oklahoma City. Maybe I like Oklahoma City. I don't know. I mean, why don't you tell me, you quacking bastard? Anyways, thank you for the question, my good sir. Anywho, on to the next question, which is from Metal Mountain. Oh my god, look at this essay. Hey Alex, it's Joe again with more fan mail of the week, and your vids are my favorite thing to watch on YouTube in a long time, even over PewDiePie's videos. Oh wow, that actually just motivated me to do like another 10,000 videos. Alright, question number one. What would you do if something like the day after tomorrow happened to where New York got flooded or froze over? Oh my god, that's like one of my fears. I don't even want to think about something like that. Question two. How are you other gaming YouTubers gonna handle all the new games coming out at the same time? It's gonna be crazy. Also, how is everybody gonna handle it? Question three. What 90s cartoon show do you wish they had an ending for? If I had to pick, it would be Hey Arnold and Doug. Question four. Did you know that there will be a WWE 2K14 Phenom Edition with an American Badass Undertaker as download? It's about damn time they brought him back. And what do you think of the game so far? Yes, I did hear about that. I will address that right now. Question five. What is better, Zoids or Gundam? Oh, Zoids or Gundam. All right. Question six. What Spirit Bomb do you think was stronger, the Spirit Bomb on Kid Buu or the Spirit Bomb on 13? Question seven. Do you think there is a false form of a Super Saiyan? Oh wait, a false form. You wrote false form for some reason. With Goku with the spiky black hair when he fought Lord Slug, and the super forms with Trunks. Question 8. If the Potara earrings didn't work inside of Buu, then how did Gotenks stay fused when he got absorbed? Final question. Who had the most important / best rivalry, Goku versus Vegeta or Yugi versus Kaiba? That is it for this week, man, and I'm hoping to start my very own YouTube gaming channel soon after I get my stuff paid off. Damn bills. P.S. If we do go to World War III and die, I hope to see you in heaven, my brother. P.S.S. Alex for president. P.S.S. says, fuck you, Obama, you stupid Obamacare bullshit. Yes, I do agree on all those things you just said. To answer your first question, if New York were to get flooded or freeze over, I wouldn't know what to do, because I'm actually gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I cannot, I cannot swim. Yep, I'm gonna give you a minute to soak that in. I cannot swim for the life of me. If there's one thing that I've always wanted to learn in this lifetime, it would be how to fucking swim. I swear to God, it's like if anybody ever sees me, ever, and they see me get in a fucking pool or a fucking beach or something like that, I mean, I can float, but I can't fucking swim. Like, that's like the one thing that I never understood. It's like, if I try to attempt to swim, my fucking big ass will just sink to the bottom. So, I never understood how to swim. That's like the one thing I've always wanted to learn so fucking badly. Because just in case, like, let's say, for example, New York gets flooded, I mean, number one, I wouldn't want to go inside the water because the water would be so damn contaminated. But if I had to, I would, swim my big 6-foot ass somewhere safe. But if it were to freeze over, I really don't know what I would do. Honestly, I would just do what they did in the movie. I would get a whole bunch of like metal canisters, bring it inside my apartment. I'll just start burning as many books as I possibly can. I'll, try to keep warm, layers and layers and layers of clothing, and just start putting shit underneath your clothing to keep you warm. Because I do believe that in the future, in the far future, or maybe near future, but I would presume far future, we might have another ice age. And, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be something to enjoy. Because if you look at it, the planet, its ice sheets are nearly gone. Like, all of our fucking ice sheets are nearly just all gone. So, to me, I feel like global warming is a scam. But, could the Earth go through another ice age? Perhaps. I believe it could happen. And if that were to happen, just as for New York alone, I wouldn't know what to do. I mean, I would probably panic, especially if I saw water. Oh my God, I would panic. I mean, if everything froze over, I think it wouldn't be as loomy and just dark as water, you know what I mean? Because can you imagine an entire city underwater? Man. To answer your second question, I really don't know about all the other YouTubers, but as for me, how am I going to be able to handle all the games? I'm not, honestly. There's going to be so many great games coming out. I really don't know, where to begin. So for me, I'm going to have to take it, one game at a time. And GTA is less than 2 weeks away, so that's going to be the first game I'm going to kick it off with. And as for me, like, it is going to be crazy, but you're just going to have to find time in all your games, And plus, you have, like, a year span to play, so it's not like you're going to be like, oh, no, I have to play them now, otherwise I'm screwed. To answer your third question, what 90s cartoon do I think had what I wish had an ending for? I would have to say probably Courage the Cowardly Dog, and probably Ed, Edd n Eddy, like the be-all, end-all. Like, everybody grows up, or everybody gets, like, a job, or everybody does something, like, that pretty much ends the show. Courage the Cowardly Dog, that was one of my favorites, and I wish they had, like, a real official ending to it. As well as many other cartoons as well, like Dexter's Laboratory and Johnny Bravo. Maybe Johnny Bravo can finally find the woman of his dreams or something like that. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion. To answer your fourth question, I did know about, the Phenom Edition, and I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited to see the American Badass Undertaker. I preferably would, like the Ministry more, because I'm a huge Undertaker fan, like the original Undertaker. The Ministry of Darkness, Dead Man, you know what I mean? I always liked the American Badass, but there was just something about it that didn't really click with me. But Undertaker is just a legend in and of itself, so I really can't wait for that. To answer your fifth question, I would have to say Gundam. Gundam, I think, is a little better than Zoids. To answer your sixth question, without a doubt, the Spirit Bomb used on Kid Buu, because it was harvested by every single human being on the planet. And the fact that I believe that it was a much more powerful bomb than the Super Android 13 one. To answer your seventh question, I do believe that there might be another false Super Saiyan form. I mean, who knows at this point, They never confirmed, a final level. So there can be, levels beyond Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan God, all those other forms, you know what I mean? Could there be a false Super Saiyan form? Perhaps. I do believe Super Saiyan God was a false form Goku used. I believe that he didn't really tap into his official power just yet. But that's just my opinion on the matter for Goku, at least. To answer your eighth question, the only reason why the Potara earrings didn't work is because Gotenks used the fusion dance. That's why he was able to remain within his body. As for the Potara earrings, they're completely made out of magic. So I'm assuming that whatever was inside of Majin Buu's body was used to reverse the spell. So that's the only reason why I think the Potara earrings didn't work, whereas the fusion dance worked. And to answer your last question, right off the bat, Goku and Vegeta. I mean, there's nothing that can come close to a rivalry like that. Like their rivalry is actually so deep that it doesn't even have boundaries at this point. It's just so fucking immersive, and I would have to say Goku and Vegeta on this one, man. But thank you for your question, my good sir. Anyways, on to the next question, which is from DXPart Gaming. Hey Alex, this is my first time sending you fan mail. I watch all of your videos and you are awesome, man. Keep it up. Anyways, on to the questions. Do you really watch all of my videos? Do I need to investigate and start quizzing you in order to see if this is true? Alright, question 1. If Bills was in GT, do you think a Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta, or Gogeta would beat him? Question 2. If there could be any WWE wrestler, who would you be? Question 3. If you could have a threesome with 2 WWE divas, who would they be? Oh my god. Question 4. What would your reaction be if Goku turned evil, Majin, etc., and how strong do you think he'd be? Stronger than Bills, Whis, etc. Thanks for reading my questions. I hope you get more great vids in the future. P.S. Fuck you, Squid, and fuck you, Frieza! Fuck Frieza. Fucking Frieza. Annoying bitch ass. It's a Saiyan. You fucking stupid. Alright, to answer your first question, if Bills was in GT, his power would be beyond fucking Super Saiyan 4 levels. Like, he would be beyond Goku and Vegeta, and I believe he would be beyond Gogeta as well. You gotta understand, if you haven't seen my Bills versus Gogeta video, Bills runs on godly energy. Like, his power is just beyond anything you can possibly imagine. Like, that's how strong Bills is. But Gogeta, on the other hand, is just as strong, and you know, two different characters, two different universes. But if Bills coexisted with Gogeta in the same universe, then I believe Gogeta is in for a wild ride. To answer your second question, what WWE wrestler would I be? Honestly, this might sound a little cliche, but I don't want to be anybody. I would want to be myself. You know, I'm very comfortable with who I am. I'm very comfortable with my morals. I'm very comfortable with how I am as a person. Granted, I wish that, you know, I was a little taller. I wish I was like about 6'5". I wish I had like, you know, 300 pounds of muscle and all that stuff. But that can, you know, come with time, except for, you know, the whole growing part. But, you know, I feel like I wouldn't change myself to be anybody in the first place. I mean, no matter how good you are, no matter anything, I believe that for me, I would want to remain who I am. And I wouldn't want to change that, you know, for anything or anybody. So I would have to say me. But if I had to choose somebody, if I had to choose anybody for that matter, honestly, I would have to say Triple H. Because Triple H back in the day, you know, the early 2000s, he was a beast. You know, his character was a beast. His physique was a beast. Like, his wrestling skill was a beast. The guy was a monster. So I would have to say him. To answer your third question, threesome with 2 WWE divas. Alright, if we're talking present divas, like divas that are still in the business now, I would say Caitlyn, and I would say probably Natalia. If we're talking back in the day, like, you know, early 2000s, I would have to say Trish Stratus and Tori Wilson. Those would be my, you know, little fantasies. And to answer your final question, how strong would Goku be? If Goku was a Majin, or if Goku turned evil, I don't think he would be any more powerful than he is normally. I do believe that his power would go up. Would it go beyond that of his regular state? I don't think so. But I do believe Goku's power would significantly go up if he was evil. But I do think he would be more dangerous. Do I think he would be more powerful than Bills and Whis? Absolutely not. But I do believe that, you know, if Goku turned evil, he'd be strong enough to take on everybody at the exact same time without hesitation. Because remember, Goku is just a very relentless character. And imagine if he was evil. Like, that would be everybody's worst nightmare, to be honest. But thank you for the question, my good sir, DS Spock Gaming. Anyways, everybody, thank you all for watching this episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. My name is UnrealEntGaming, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed. We are less than 2 weeks away from GTA. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest news, information, and updates. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit this video up with a like and a favorite. Leave your thoughts below, everybody. Stay tuned for next week's episode. As always, I've been doing this for like, what, 36 episodes straight. Oh man, we just keep on going, man. Anyways, everybody, I hope you all enjoyed. I'll be seeing each and every single one of you next week. Peace!